Have you ever wondered what return to player or RTP is and how it affects your gambling?
I'm Pops.
And I'm Lori. We're not just gamblers, we're informed players who are determined to understand the system. We're also chasing the bonus. Welcome to
To
Real
Real
Gambling
Gambling
Talk.
Talk.
Welcome to Chasing the Bonus. In this Real Gambling Talk session, we are going to talk about return to player and what that means as far as you and your gambling. I was doing some research on this and came up with, the standard return to player percentage as far as the strip is concerned. So, over the life of a machine, and this is a slot machine, you're talking from the time that it is installed in a casino until that machine leaves the casino. That machine is going to see millions upon millions upon millions of spins. So they take an average of all of those spins, and that's the percentage that comes back to the player. That's why it's called return to player RTP. That percentage is then based off those millions of spins. According to the Las Vegas Gambling Commission, the strip is 91 to 93%
Yep.
return to player. And that's what, 2026 or
Yeah.
was it 2025?
That was 2025 data.
Okay.
So, yeah, 91 to 93% average.
But when you look at Fremont Street, the average for that is 92 to 94%. So their average is higher. And honestly, from the other research that I saw, that's kind of flipped as far as the visitors to Fremont Street as per the strip. So Fremont Street's actually seeing more visitors now too. I digress. But yeah, so basically what it means is that that's the percentage that you'll see back. I know in one of our other real gambling sessions, I talked about as far as the tribal casinos, because we have tribal casinos here in California, they don't have to disclose what their return to player is. So, however, that being said, I know we've talked about the Hard Rock. We've had a lot of luck at the Hard Rock over many other casinos. And that may be different for other people. That's just our perspective, as gamblers overall. So, what does that mean to you when you're gambling? Every gambling session, you're going to have that random number generator that's built into the casinos that is literally the processing unit of the slot machine. The random number generator literally just generates random numbers, and that is what is produced on the screen. Those are the symbols. So each symbol is pretty much designated, and right, isn't that the way that goes as far as I knew? And again, the research that I did and that we did.
Well, and pretty much it's every time you hit the button, right? The RNG's already determined what your outcome is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So where we've seen that and where we've actually kind of done that in machines is like Foo Babies, right? We joke about Foo Babies all the time. You're going to get the mini. Got to get the mini. And what's funny about that is the minute you get in that bonus, RNG's already determined what your outcome is going to be.
Yeah.
It knows whether you're going to get the mini or the minor or the major or double mini or whatever that looks like.
Yes.
So no matter what you push on the screen, doesn't really matter.
It's already determined.
It's predetermined.
However, when you're playing the games as Buffalo Mega Stampede or the Buffalo Ultimate Stampede, you're playing those games. Each one of those little boxes is its own game.
Yeah.
So all of those boxes on the screen are all their own game. So they all have different random number generators that produce whatever is going to fall into those boxes. And it's already predetermined.
Yep.
But like you said, even in our last Real Gambling Talk, you hit the button and it already goes. So
you got it. And what's interesting about that, let's talk just a little bit about the individual games, right? Mm-hmm. When we read the game rules will specifically call out a lot of times that if you want to start to see more grands or majors or the higher level jackpots, you have to up your denom as well.
Yes.
So it's not saying that
true.
Those individual little games,
mm-hmm.
like in the Buffalo Ultimate Mega Stampede, it's not saying the grand can't come out even on a lower denom.
But the likelihood of that statistically is like
very low probability that that's going to happen.
100,000 to 1.
So when we talk about RTP and we talk about RNG, it really is super important to read the game rules. Yeah. And I know we joke about it all the time.
You're like, I don't want to read those instructions. Right? Who needs instructions? Throw them out.
But it really does kind of lend credit to how that individual machine pays and how it plays out.
Yes.
Every machine's just a little bit different on how it is, right? So,
and to go back to the RTP,
yep,
that's over the life of a machine. So when you're looking at it, again, statistically, it's like the average of millions and millions and millions of spins. And they collect all that data so they know what, in the Las Vegas Gaming Commission or Nevada Gaming Commission as
yep,
well, they know what each of those machines are on the strip, whether you're, whatever casino that you're at. But yeah, so our tribal don't have to disclose it. And, that's just something that was just, I think, a statute that happened, or however that came about. I did try to look because I like to do the research. I like to deep dive, go to Google, and find out whatever I can as far as return to players are concerned per casino. And I really went to try to find, Harrah's, and they don't have anything. There's nothing online. But they do have very strict rules and regulations, and they have their own gaming commission, just as most states and nation and sovereignties and stuff, because they're a sovereign nation.
Yep.
But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to add?
So let's bring it back to, what does it all mean, right? What's it mean to average player? What's it mean to you and me? Going up and just taking $100 and betting $100 in the machine.
It's random.
It's random.
That's what it means. It means that there's no guarantee. We talk about the gambler's fallacy. There's no guarantee that you're going to hit anything. It doesn't have to hit. It just is all dependent on what the random number generates during your play that you're actually going to see. But over the life of a slot machine, again, millions and millions of spins, that's going to look different as far as like the 91, 92, 93, 94%, or what have you.
Yep.
So that's going to look vastly different per slot machine, per casino, and even in whatever region that you're in as well. That's going to look completely different. So for you, as a regular gambler going up and gambling, you may have your favorite places where you have done better than others. But over the life of the slot machine, it does have to pay back up to that percent.
Yep.
That's what that means. But again, when you're talking about the life of the slot machine, it's over a long period of time. So it's not that you're going to actually see 92% of your money back. Yep. If you do, woohoo!
No, that's awesome.
You. Yeah.
Or if you see more, right?
Right.
Again, you hit those bonuses and you see those things.
The 100 to 1 and the 30 to 1.
Exactly.
Or 100 to 1. No, but standard bonus is 30 to 1.
But what I think, where I go with this, and I think if we're going to wrap it up and say kind of what does this mean to the average player, find your casino that you have fun at. Find your casino that you, we talked about the comp programs, and we talked about, free play and things like that on our last Real Gambling Talk. Mm-hmm. Find the casino that you get the most value out of when it comes to the comp programs, and find a machine that you have fun playing.
Yes, like the three reel
right.
that we love to play, because you can sit on it for a long period of time. And because it only has 5 lines, again, it's all mathematical. You have to divide whatever your bet is over those 5 lines.
Yep.
But when you're playing like Stinkin' Rich, that's 1,040 lines. So if you're betting 75 cents, that 75 cents is going over 1,000 lines.
Yeah. So again,
the return back is going to be smaller.
Exactly. And you'll get more line hits, right? Because there's so many more lines, you're going to get more line hits. It's going to happen. But again, are you having fun?
Are you having fun? Are you being smart?
Are you being smart about it? Are you, not betting your mortgage?
Oh my! I'm not going to get into it, but we heard something the other day about this man who took $30,000 out of his children's college fund because he was in Vegas and wanted to gamble, and he ended up bringing more back. But anyway.
We'll have to touch on that one in one of our sessions. That's a whole other story,
a whole other topic.
But that's if we can bring it all back to RTP. What does RTP mean to the average player? You can look up RTP, and what the average RTP is for individual areas. We couldn't find it for California casinos because, again, it's all averages. There's nothing that's really published. Mm-hmm. You can find minimums, right? The Nevada Gaming Commission said that the minimum RTP on all machines is 75%.
Yeah. Well, and that's regional too, depending on where you go.
Exactly. So what I say is find your favorite casino, find the one that gives you the most comps and the best comp program, find your favorite machine and play it the way you want to play it. right?
Yeah.
If you want to slow roll a machine and you want to get some drinks and, get a whole bunch of drinks over a few hours, you probably want to go to a 3 reel or 5 reel.
Mhm.
You want to be able to spread that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you want that experience and that rush of, all these buffaloes and everything else, then that's what you're going to play.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, play what makes you happy, right? Because there's no guarantee on anything. There's no guarantee on that you're going to hit a jackpot. You can read the rules and you can do things that will help hedge your bet a little bit, and you can play smart about it, which is why we're here and why we even do the channel.
Yes.
Right, to share that experience and share the knowledge that we find across the board. But at the end of the day, it's all gambling.
Yes.
It's all just having fun.
And it's your personal experience, it's your perspective and what you like. So you can tailor your gambling experience to what you like. And we're just here to kind of help bring knowledge, because there are a lot of people out there. We talk about this, strangers. Remember we were at the Atlantis one time and I was explaining this to this one, elderly lady who came up, and I said, yeah, it's just the game mechanics. You never know. You never know what you're going to get, but, it is your experience and you want to make sure you're having fun paying for that experience.
You got it, because you're paying for entertainment.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure subscribe if you like this series. Let us know down below what you think of RTP, maybe what your favorite slots are. Obviously, we've talked about what ours are. So thanks for being here with us on our Real Gambling Talk. Again, we're chasing the bonus, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with us on this amazing journey. Make sure you come back tomorrow to watch our full session of our Free Play Friday. Let us know in the comments if you like this style of vlog, and we will see you tomorrow.